Old and Achy here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough, and today I'm going to show you how to get the first of the 2 weekly campaign challenges for the week of January 13th through the 19th, which is daunting SLASO or daunting Solo Legendary with all skulls on. So here we are setting up the mission. As you can see, we've got all skulls on, legendary difficulty, and as before, we'll skip the first cutscene. The opening cutscene here as soon as it comes up. We get through the 343 stuff. I will be demonstrating some techniques that'll help you get through the mission if you try it. I've done this with other techniques that result in a quicker completion, if you will, but are a much higher risk. So what I'm going to show you on this run are some of the more safer techniques to get through the mission without dying, although it is still difficult, especially because of the tight quarters. Okay, first thing we got to do is pull the manual release here when Cortana tells us to do it, and out we come. A little chit chat.
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back to work?
I thought you never asked.
Alright, grab Cortana and off we go. Grab that pistol that's there. Go ahead and hit the reload so you have a full clip.
Could it be a rescue team?
You only have 8 rounds total in that pistol, by the way. Just follow this path here.
How long was I
Up
out?
through here.
4 years,
Take a left
7
here.
months, 10 days.
Down to this closed door, and the didact will be scanning us. That's that orange color.
What's that?
And as soon as it gets through there, the door opens, and we just follow this path through here and to the elevator door. Notice I jumped there. That's just running out of sprint. Okay, keep tapping with your action key to open it. As soon as you gain control, we're going to be using the left thumbstick to climb the ladders. When the chief looks left, push the stick left. When the chief looks right, push the stick right. Otherwise, push it straight ahead. Okay, push it left, straight ahead, push it right, straight ahead, push it right again. Okay, now straight ahead several times. Get up the ladder here. And then left. And then one more time straight ahead to push ourselves up. And go ahead and melee this elite. If you don't, he'll slice you and knock you off the into the elevator shaft. Okay, now we should be regaining control here momentarily. There we go. There's a pistol right there. You hear it? I just grabbed all its ammo. Alright, through the door, go to sprint. Come up here and assassinate the elite. I do it with animation just to make sure I got him. Okay, and I got 8 grunts to take care of here. There's 2 of them. Number 3, back over to the left, number 4, number 5, oops, 5, 6, alright, 7 and 8 are probably right below me. I'm not speed running, so I'm not in any great hurry here. Oh, there's number 7 and number 8, so. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and melee number 8 just to get my shields back. Whoops, I was trying to get him from behind. Now with Mythic and Tilt on, it takes 4 whacks. If you melee him from the front, just one whack if you get him from behind or assassinate him, obviously. What I'm doing here is I'm grabbing a plasma pistol. I try to get one with the most ammo in it. And back up here to drop the blast shield. Okay, and back over here, getting ready for the 2 boarding craft to come in. Each one has an elite and 4 grunts. We're going to start with the one on the left here. Okay, looks like my plasma pistol is pretty as full as can be of juice, so I'm not going to be picking up another one. Alright, here comes the boarding craft. Now, as soon as the elite jumps out here, I'm going to sprint jump and try to assassinate him. Like so. There we go. And then as soon as I come out of the assassination, I'm going to try to backsmack as many of these grunts as I can. I only got 1 that time. Sometimes I can get 2 or 3 of them. This guy always comes up here, so take him out. Now I got 6 grunts left in an elite.
Put the room into lockdown.
And they will not come out of the room, so you can use this area as cover. Alright, I think that was 3 more. So that's 5. You can only take so much fire with black eye on. Your shields are not going to come back unless you melee somebody. And be aware that it takes a moment to charge them back up. So even though you've meleeed an enemy, you're still vulnerable until the shields charge back up. Like I said, it takes a second or two to charge back up. Ah, darn it! Didn't want to get EMP'd. Okay, I think that's it for the grunts. Now I've got to take out the elite. And what I'm going to do here, notice he walked by me. I'm going to go ahead and run out behind him and backsmack him. And that actually was pretty easy. Sometimes I can do that right away. Sometimes it takes several tries. It all depends on his patrol behavior when he goes into patrol mode. Okay, into the elevator. And next up we're going to have an elite and 2 grunts. And we're going to try to take at least one of the grunts out first. And then go after the elite. So I should be switched back over to my pistol. Notice at this level with Mythic and Tilt, the only way you can take an elite out is to backsmack, assassinate, or do a plasma pistol pepper headshot combo to drop his shields with a plasma. Oh crap, missed him. Yeah, drop his shields with a plasma pistol, and then head shoot him with a. In this case, would be a pistol. All right, we got the 1 grunt. Now we want to get the elite into a grenade throwing animation here. Alright, so I'm going to... Oh, crap. There we go. I want him focused on me throwing grenades. And there we go. And next time... Now notice I'm not sprinting. I just kind of walk my way up there. If you get too close, he goes from grenade throwing into melee mode. And then you're going to be doing a dance with him to try to take him out. And that's never easy. It's doable, but it's not easy. Okay, notice I swapped the plasma pistol for the storm rifle. I will be using that to do a technique called stockpiling, coming up here momentarily. Now we've got 3 grunts and an elite. And I'm not going to rush the elite. I'm going to take out the grunts. Okay, I think the 3rd grunt, I'm being very careful here because as you can see, these guys are now throwing grenades like crazy. I have been tagged before. Okay, where are you? There he is. Alright, let's sneak a peek up here, and it looks like, yep, the elite's down on that landing. Sometimes he goes down the corridor, and sometimes he stays at that landing. So in this particular one, he stays at the landing. Now what I'm doing is I'm juggling the plasma pistols. There's 3 of them back there. The one I had plus the 2 from the grunts that I took out. I'm juggling these 3 plasma pistols up to the little stairwell here, the stairway. I'm putting them in a position so that I can use them against that elite. Okay, yeah, there's the 3rd one. Okay. Get that storm rifle out of the way. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to do a plasma pistol pepper. That's what this is. Position myself. Notice he's firing right into the stairwell because he's trying to hit me in the chest, and I'm far enough back where he can't connect with me, but I can connect with his head. Well, there goes the shields. Headshot. He's done. Now sometimes he'll walk down that corridor, and you'll have to approach it differently. You'll actually have to approach him like I am about to do with the 2nd elite, who's down the end of the next corridor. And what I'm doing here is I'm doing another stockpiling exercise. I'm taking the plasma pistols that still have juice in them, and I'm throwing them over the stairwell here, or over the railing, if you will. It's going to be a little bit boring, but believe me, it's worth it. along with that elite back there, there's 4 grunts. And again, alright, now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to juggle the plasma pistols under this staircase here. Because once we get under the staircase, the elite's weapons fire cannot touch us. It's a nice little thing to know. There's another part of the campaign where that comes in useful if you so desire to use it. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're all set up. We'll start with the storm rifle to try to weaken the shields a little bit. Now, if the second elite had come down here, he'd be about halfway down the corridor, and you could use the same approach. The major difference is that that other elite is a grenade-throwing son of a gun, so when you're getting the plasma pistol set up in here, you have to be extremely careful not to get tagged with a grenade. But this guy actually just stood there and took it. Sometimes he'll duck to the left, and that's a problem, but that, in this particular run, it was very easy to take out. Okay. Now, notice I took the first 3 grunts out. I'm saving the last grunt to get my shields back. To make him think I'm going that way, and I'll come back around this way. I gotta be very careful that he didn't throw a grenade at me. Look, see, he was getting ready to throw a grenade. I actually threw one, but I got around on the other side of it. These guys are grenade throwing crazies with catch on. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to juggle one more time. Take about 3 of these plasma pistols down here to this next area, because now I have 4 grunts, an elite, and 2 shielded jackals, which I will take out in that sequence. Alright, look. Okay, here we go. There's the 3rd one. Okay, let's go ahead and ammo up with a pistol. Now there's 1 grunt. Sometimes 1 or 2 will hang out right there. We want to see if we can get this. There's a 2nd grunt. Okay. Now once you get 2 of those grunts down, the other 2 move out a little bit and try to come around the corner. There's 1. Patience, patience, patience. Where's number 2? Okay, sometimes they don't. Alright, now be very careful here. We don't want to advance too much. But swing around to the left here a little bit. Maybe we can get a headshot. There he is. There we go. And the reason I didn't want to advance too much, you advance far enough into that area, and that opens the doors behind the elite, and the 2 shielded jackals come in. And I want to deal with the elite before the jackals come in. Alright, again, I'm juggling up the plasma pistols up to this white container right here. There. Let's get number 3. Now, this particular elite's shields aren't the greatest, so the 3rd plasma pistol here might be a little overkill, but I actually wind up using it on one of the jackals, I believe. Okay, let's position ourselves, and now we can fire through the pipes at the elite. He's not going to move. He has no idea where we're at. And he just sits there and takes it, or stands there and takes it. There goes the shields. And he actually charges me, which makes it a little bit easier to get the headshot on him, because he's running right at me. Okay. Now, in the doorway come the 2 shielded jackals. Trying to get a shot on them. Oh, okay, maybe I can get this guy. There we go. Trying to get a shot on them without their shields presented to me. There we go. Well, I didn't have to use the plasma pistol after all. The plasma pistol will knock his shield back. Okay, notice I ammoed up there and went over here and grabbed another plasma pistol. That actually is a 100% plasma pistol. But you can knock the shields back on a shielded jackal with a EMP from the plasma pistol. That's a handy thing to remember.
We're just about there.
Alright, now we're going to start off taking 2 shielded jackals out very carefully so they don't drop their shields in front. They're out here on the wings. And then there's going to be 8 grunts to take out inside this room. With several of them already in there and more to follow. Coming in from both the right and left sides. Oh, crap. Now, I'm going to save the last grunt for a melee to get my shields back. Before I take on the 3 elites I've got to take on. One of which has got a concussion rifle. Alright, so I've been counting the grunts here. Okay, there should be 1 left. Take my time here. Again, I'm not speed running, so I'm not going to take any risk. Alright, notice how he's coming up to me. Alright, he goes to throw a grenade. And we just start whacking him. 4 whacks in front. There he goes. Alright, now we got our final stockpiling exercise here. And notice right there, there is a AR. That AR is always there. You can use that to bring up the plasma pistols. We're going to bring it right up to the edge of this doorway here. Now there are higher risk techniques for getting through this bit. From trying to get the elites into grenade throwing animations and taking them out with a backsmack or assassination, to actually rushing right by all 3, which I have done, but success rate's not that great. So this is probably the safest technique for taking these 3 elites out. It takes the longest for sure, but it is probably the safest. Alright, just bring them all up. Whoops. Problem is that when you go to swap weapons, if, for example, with a plasma pistol, if there's one in the area that has more ammo in it than the one you have, you will pick that one up and not the other weapon you were expecting to pick up. Okay, let's see. Get him out of the way. We're just about ready to go here. Okay, let's bait this elite out. And I'm going to use the doorway and that container right there in front of me as much cover as I can. He'll be throwing grenades at me. But notice the grenades are bouncing off the container. You got to be a little careful because if he gets that far out, the grenades might come straight at me. I've got his shields flaring. Shields just went. Okay, there he goes. He's down. I did take a little fire there, so I have to be mindful of my own shields. Okay, I've got... Oh, crap. God, I hate that. There we go. Alright, just making sure I got enough plasma pistols here. Alright, let's get that second lead out. And we're going to use the same approach. Except he decides he wants to retreat. And deal with me from back there. See if I can bait him up a little bit. There we go. And we'll start peppering him with the plasma pistol. I'm a little worried about that grenade. Like I said, if he steps far enough out, he can throw one right at you. So you got to kind of get a feel for when it's time to step back. We've got the shields flaring. Just about ready to go here. There we go. Scratch second elite. Alright, I'm just grabbing another plasma pistol here. Alright, I'm going to bang on the window here to get the third elite out. There we go. And what I'm going to try to do here is get him focused on this side, this left side. And come back over to the right. Okay, I got him focused on the left. Now this may take several tries. In fact, it took me at least 2, maybe 3 tries to do this. And when I see him run back over to the right, I don't like that, so I'm going to go back over here and try to bait him again. Alright. Okay. Get him moving forward a little bit to the left. Come back over here to the right. Okay, I think I got him this. Yep, I'm just going to run. Notice that he was moving back to the left there, so Sometimes I actually jump over him. Sometimes I have to dodge grenade throws. But you get close enough to him, he's not going to fire that concussion rifle at you. He's going to start throwing grenades. Okay, here we go. Down to the end. There's the goblin in the doorway there. Okay, instead of duking it out to launch the missile, we're gonna do the backdoor skip here.
One thing at a time.
And again, there's a slightly more direct route to what I want to do, but I'm taking a careful approach. This actually was a no-death run of this mission, so solo legendary, all skulls on, no deaths, no saves and quits, does qualify as an official Mythic campaign run, mission run. So this is really a Mythic run for me. Okay, we're going to jump up on some beams here, and I can just barely see them. I've got brightness turned all the way up on my monitor, and I can still barely see them. What you might want to do, just for this mission, not necessarily for every Halo mission, but we're kind of jumping a little bit inside here. I'm sure where I'm at right now. Okay, let's try that again. I want to get up, come up this diagonal beam, get just inside. This beam right here, jump up on it, it's an inverted T-beam. Yeah, oh, come on now. I was cussing. Alright, walk down to about here. We'll position ourselves just about here. And then crouch jump, holding the crouch, which I didn't do. So, believe me, this is worth it, no matter how many tries it takes, because it saves a real firefight at the end here. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Now remember to hold that crouch. Run over here so the elite down there doesn't see you. And haul it over here. And grab the missile launch control. And then jump out and haul it back over to the missile because we've got to unjam the blast door. And we've got that cruiser coming in, and it will start firing here momentarily. So get over here, as fast as you can. Okay, hit your select O key, and then you go into the cutscene, and there goes the missile. So what I was going to say is, for this mission only, I would turn your brightness on your monitor all the way up to 100%, and I would turn the brightness in Halo 4 as high as you can, and then once you're successful with it, go ahead and reset it to what it's supposed to be. That way you can see, or better see those beams there, when I have to jump up and through and whatever at the end of the mission. Okay, as soon as we get control from this cutscene, we're going to turn around and haul it back inside. The waypoint should appear here pretty quickly. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Make sure that if anything's sliding toward you, it doesn't hit you because your shields are about gone. I know mine are. Okay, we're not quite done here yet. We can still die. Another goblin in the door. Okay, through here. About here. Now hold momentarily until everything explodes, because with the shields gone, if you get too close to that explosion, it will kill you. Come to this room and hold right on the edge, let everything explode and fall down so that you don't get nailed by any debris. Come up through here, do exactly the same thing, hold at the entrance to the room, let everything explode and go flying around, and then you can pick out a path towards the waypoint. I went ahead and meleeed that grunt to get my shields back. Alright, sprint jump across here. And don't worry about these guys, they're all freaking out, so they're not going to bother you. And then through the doorway. And now we're done. Now we've had a successful mission. We've just got to go to this forced cutscene as a gravity well grabs us. And then the end of the mission symbols will appear. And then the challenge will pop right there at the end of the video. So here we are, just kind of watching things fly at us. Oh, things are just about over here. First thing you'll see is Halo 4 pop up on the screen. You only see that for the first mission. Anyway, I hope this helped you in your quest for the SLASO weekly campaign challenge for January 13th through the 19th. This is Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.